Hey everybody, kind of a quick video here hopefully. I was putting this guitar together, a Warmoth, recently, and a couple of guys I ran into were kind of asking questions about putting them together and soldering, and one guy was a little unsure of his abilities to solder, and the other guy, who's a pretty avid guitar player, really never has jumped into the internals of a guitar. But as I was putting this together, I was thinking about those guys and putting guitars together. And it's kind of funny because at Thanksgiving 2025, Warmoth had a special run of custom flake bodies. And I clicked on a Strat, which was like a sage green, and it was already sold. So this was the last body that was left, and I had like a major FOMO moment, fear of missing out. So I clicked on it and bought it. And funny thing was, I wasn't even real crazy about the color at the time when I bought it, but it was the last one. So I got it, and it got delivered, and it's like a goldish brown kind of flake. And it arrived, and I looked at it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, But then I had this neck, roasted maple, and I picked up a loaded pickguard with EMG pickups in it, active pickups. They're Kirk Hammett pickups, so they have a battery in them. And I started putting it together, and I'm like, geez, this looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. I cut off the horn. I have a habit of cutting off the horn on some of my pick guards to kind of let the body pop a little more. But as I put it together, I was thinking of those guys. I'm thinking, geez, you really don't need to do a lot of work to put a really awesome guitar together, All totaled, this was roughly $1,300. I'll have a breakdown at the end of the video of what costs what. And I know other guys have done that. I think Phillip McKnight did it not too long ago. But so yeah, I mean, for like $1,300, you get an American-made body, choice of your color. The neck you can spec out or buy one off their website. You can get different widths, different woods. They have crazy amount of woods and nut widths. I started off with a Strat, American Strat, and with like a 43 millimeter wide nut, and I can get by on that. But I'm an older beginner, and so I started buying the Warmoth 44 millimeter, the wides, and then I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, I bought a super wide and put that on that silver guitar I was working on, and that's really nice because I'm kind of clumsy, and it's just nice to have that extra space. The super wides are 48 millimeter. This is a 44, and what's really nice is you get different radius. Fretboards, different profiles on the necks. Like I said, your choice of color, all kinds of woods you can get on them. You drop in your pickups, and you basically have your personal custom guitar for a fraction of the price of what Fender would charge for custom. I think I just did a quick look. I think they're like $3 to $4 grand up to 10 grand or more. It seems kind of crazy for a Strat. It's just, this is all custom, it's just shark fin inlays and, pretty awesome. I put a Goto trim on it. Active pickups made in California. But that's it in a nutshell. I just wanted to throw it out here. The thing I wanted to say, though, is if you start doing this, Warmoth or music craft, it can be a little habit forming. So I figured I started maybe 3 years ago. I put together one guitar, and then I'm like, well, geez, I could put different combination of pickups in them, active or passive, and different necks. And I started getting into the inlays, and just awesome, American-made body and neck pickups. All total is about $1,300. And the funny thing was I didn't like this color when I clicked on it and bought it. And here it is, and I like it. It came out pretty good. And I called Warmoth, and there's doing the sage green for me, metallic. I think Aaron called it Rage Against the Cuisine or something like that for Thanksgiving. But they're going to do me a body and the sage with a matching headstock on a similar neck. And I have a loaded pick guard here. It's a 920D with the polyphonic mini humbuckers in it. So I'm going to drop that in. But getting back to the guys, didn't want to solder or a little hesitant about soldering. You don't need to solder. You buy a loaded pick guard, pop it in, drill little holes for the screws, screw the neck on, and you're good to go. I'm proud to say I didn't hose up the battery box opening like I did on the Cherry Burst. I kind of chipped the finish, but this one I took my time. I got a new Dremel cutoff wheel, different style, and taped it off really good. So the battery box came out really nice on that. And custom neck plate from Philadelphia Luthier Tools. So that's it in a nutshell. I had this body, just real quick, I had this body laying around. It's pretty scary. So if you get into finishing bodies, be careful. I had this, I bought this unfinished. I stained it, and then I did some purple and green stripes, if you saw in my other video. And it just got really messed up. And then I bought some Rust-Oleum glitter paint and painted it with that, and there was glitter dust on everything, and it came out horrible. I sanded it all, painted it with Rust-Oleum turquoise metallic gloss, and it's kind of a mess. It never seemed to cure. It took weeks and weeks, and I'd leave it sitting on something like a towel, and it just never seemed to. I got like marks in it here, and so it's just going to be one of those guitars. I think I might put the fretless neck on it, and I have a pile of pickups and some pots and stuff, so I might just throw it together for a experimental guitar. But that's it for this one, guys and girls. I just want to say it can have it for me with Warmoth and Musicraft. They make awesome products and just good stuff. But anyway, that's it. I hope those two guys are watching. They probably are. So just go for it, and we'll see everybody on the next go around. Thanks for dropping in. Bye-bye.